Here we go. 180. Stay with your man.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got 3 down. 12, fellas, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. I got you, punk.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Pettis. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On first down, here's Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On first down, this is Geis, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 13. Check 13. Sponge. No.
On the ground, it's Geis fighting through. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, get Henry. Mike 54. Watch the end.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
They're running it.
Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike,
back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Hey, look.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
We got to step it up. Hey, check 24.
Here we go with Geis. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On 2nd down at 4, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Got to throw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check.
From midfield now, Haskins. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill. Switch. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Mike spot 4. So we got man. Hey, switch gears. 2-6.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Kill.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Aguilar has it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Out of the gun, Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop. 56. Mike's 56. Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch. Check 43. Get him all. Rest.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Joker. Check 52.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and... Stop him. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check 15. Check 15. Check.
This is Geis. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Man out. Jim. Watch twist. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on, boy. Zoom. You got me. Take off.
Now Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Geis try to get to the outside. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set, ready, sit, touchdown, sit. Not here. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hayward. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. What? Go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Come off the ball, hard. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel. He's coming. We got double up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
36. Check three. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, throw it on him. Bring it. Mike 54. Watch the
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch out. Bang.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis.
Oh,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready. Hey, watch out, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Darius Geis. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
You go tight. Look, you got tight. You got tight right there. Short.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Completes it to Aguilar. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Check 53. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch. Alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with Geis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I'm going to get you all
brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
56 for Mike. 56. Yo. I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the ball.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a run with Geis. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was taken down by DeForest. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you feel that.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's put that team on the bus. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Here we go, here
The
we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got this. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Redskins scoop it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in.
Here we go. He's telling the right. Hey. 4 down.
Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. All day, just like that.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Washington, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit